Afternoon. Well, it's day 81. I've had a bit of a busy morning this morning, that's why I've not done my vlog until now. Been at the doctor's this morning, and my doctor's basically insisted that I make sure that I'm 100% ready before I go back. So it's going to be Tuesday next week now when I go back to work, so that's a week from now. He's going to sort me out with a return to work note on Monday, so I'll call by for that and then go into work the next morning. So that's it basically now, in terms of being signed off, which I'm glad about because I'm itching to get back to normal, really. Well, as normal as you can be. But I think it's the right decision because I don't think I'd be quite ready to be back in tomorrow. Not quite. At least I've got a few more days to do stuff and get things right in my own mind, and obviously I'll have to let work know and everything. I'm supposed to have a meeting on Thursday anyway about work, so it's with the occupational health advisors, so it's actually a face-to-face meeting this time. I just hope it isn't like all smiles and everybody's nice to me for 2 weeks, and then when I get back into the swing of things, they start treating me like shit again, because that has happened, and I'm going to make it clear from the outset I am not to be taken advantage of anymore. There's a reason people end up having nervous breakdowns and things like that, and other related health problems, because everybody else puts on them, and they think that that person will always be there for them. Well, guess what? It's about time I was there for myself now. A bit more. And that's what the last 4 or 5 months have made me think. That yeah, I do matter as well. And I'm going to make sure that the rest of the world knows that I matter. Especially the people that don't see me as an equal, right? They better start seeing me as an equal, because I ain't going to be walked all over anymore. That's it. So when I go into work tomorrow, next week, tomorrow I said then, God, got tomorrow on the brain, I don't know why. But when I go back in next week, things are going to be very different. I'm not going to be as vocal about things. I'm going to be a little quieter than I was before, because people know way too much about each other's lives and business now. I get that they care, which is wonderful, but I don't like being the source of endless gossip myself. I actually don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. I know Oscar Wilde famously said once that the only thing worse than being talked about is not being talked about. He might have had a point to some extent, but obviously, he's not around in the 21st century, where you've got social media that's rampant all over the place. Not that I'm against social media, I actually love it, but I think sometimes it can be a bit of a millstone around someone's neck. Because all of a sudden with social media, everyone has an opinion, on things like this, on things like mental health and other issues. And people think that, well, it's freedom of speech, I can put my tuppence worth in. And I've had this on Google Plus where I've commented on a video, which is called Where Are You From? It's like a humorous take on people who always ask where you're from. But I actually do find that quite offensive, and I got a backlash of bloody hate comments because of what I said about it, because I said, well, it's not, because I basically said, well, it shouldn't make a difference where you're from. It's who you are that matters. And I've been getting hate comments like, well, stop being such a whiny bitch about him being a victim and all this. I said, it's not about being a victim. It's about people minding their own business. And they all just get on the bandwagon and start, they're telling me to grow up, and yet they're commenting, they're posting stupid comments like they're a bunch of 5-year-olds. They're ones to bleed and talk. Yeah, when half of them have learnt to shave, half of the so-called men on there have learnt to shave, then come back to me and tell me then, as you can see, I've got a bit of a beef about this, but I won't have for very long, because it's not worth it. People can just be as petulant and spiteful as they like. As a good friend of mine always says, yes, I mean you, Laura, by the way, let your haters be your motivators. So, and I think you're right, actually. I think Laura is right about that. She's got a wisdom far beyond her years, that one. She really has. She's not even 30 yet, but she's very, very switched on for her age. But anyway, that's me, so I'm going to leave you to get on with your day, and I'm going to get on with the rest of mine, and I'll speak to you later. Okay then, bye.